Hey there, grab your coffee, make yourself comfortable, and let's get right into this explainer. What if I told you that two people could earn completely different salaries, like one making six figures and the other making half of that, yet the one making way less is the one actually building real wealth? Meanwhile, the high earner is worth practically nothing. It's a massive financial illusion. Seriously, I'm going to let you in on a little secret today. Your salary might be lying to you about your actual financial health. For years, we've all been taught that the absolute key to winning with money is just getting a bigger paycheck. But what if that number you've been obsessing over is actually the wrong one? It all boils down to one super important question. How much are you actually worth right now? Think about it for a second. Not what you make, not what your salary looks like on your W-2, but what you are actually worth. Most of us know down to the exact cent what hits our bank account every 2 weeks, right? We track those paychecks like hawks. Yet almost no one knows their true bottom line. And that gap in knowledge, it is costing people enormously. Section 1. The salary trap. Focusing exclusively on your income is a huge trap, because income only tells you what you make. Wealth, on the other hand, is entirely about what you keep. Let's look at the stark contrast between two very different financial lives. Person A pulls in $120,000 a year. From the outside, they look incredibly successful. They're driving a leased luxury car, taking these amazing international vacations, and wearing designer clothes. But look under the surface, and they only have $800 in savings and are literally drowning in $47,000 of credit card and personal loan debt. Their net worth is negative $45,000. No way, right? Now let's look at person B. They earn just over half that salary at $65,000. They drive a paid-off used car, share an apartment, and mostly cook at home. But they have $22,000 saved, $35,000 in a retirement account, and just a tiny bit of student loan debt left. Person B actually has a massive $94,000 wealth advantage over person A. If both of these people lost their jobs tomorrow, person A is in a serious financial crisis within weeks, while person B has months of runway. Income impresses people, sure, but net worth actually builds lives. Section 2. What net worth actually is. Net worth is the real metric that dictates your financial freedom. So let's strip away all that intimidating financial jargon for a minute. The crucial point is this golden formula. Assets minus liabilities equals net worth. Simply put, it's everything you own minus everything you owe. And listen, whether that final number is positive or negative, it is absolutely not a judgment on you as a person. It's simply your personal financial GPS. It shows you exactly where you are so you can figure out how to get to where you want to be. Let's break down the first part of that equation. What actually counts as an asset? Well, we're talking about liquid money you can access immediately, like your checking and high-yield savings accounts. It also includes investment assets and brokerage accounts and retirement accounts like a 401k or Roth IRA. Real estate and vehicles count too. But here is a major pro tip. Always use the current market value. So not what you originally paid for your car 3 years ago, but what you could realistically sell it for today. Oh, and skip everyday personal items like your clothes or furniture. They depreciate rapidly and really just clutter up the math. On the flip side of the equation, we have liabilities. A liability is any outstanding debt or financial obligation you owe to someone else. You got to be thorough here. This includes student loans, credit card balances that you carry from month to month, the remaining balance on your mortgage and auto loans. I do want to clarify one big misconception though. Your standard monthly utility bills, insurance premiums, or your Netflix subscription, those do not count as liabilities. We are only looking at outstanding debt balances. Section 3. How to calculate net worth. Finding your baseline doesn't require a fancy accountant. I promise, you can do this today in under 15 minutes. Here's your super simple step-by-step guide. Step 1. Add up all your assets. Step 2. Add up your liabilities. Step 3. Do the math. Subtract what you owe from what you own and write both numbers down. Now I want to pause here for just a second. If you do this and the number is negative, please do not panic. Having a negative net worth in your 20s or early 30s is incredibly common, especially if you're carrying student loans. It just represents your starting line. Step 4 is the secret sauce. Track it monthly. Watching this number trend upward over time is literally one of the most motivating things you can do in personal finance. And hey, you don't even have to do the manual math every month if you don't want to. Because let's be honest, who wants to do more math? You can just automate it. Free tracking tools like Empower, Mint, or Monarch Money connect securely to your accounts and calculate your net worth in real time. It's a fantastic way to effortlessly watch your wealth grow and keep yourself accountable without having to pull out a calculator every 30 days. Section 4. Where do you stand? Let's do a little reality check using the latest 2026 Federal Reserve data. just so you can see exactly how you stack up against your peers. Let's dive right into this specific number. $192,700. This is the actual median net worth for all families. You'll often hear these flashy news headlines stating that the average net worth is over $1 million, $1.06 million to be exact. But we have to explicitly contrast those two words, median versus mean. Billionaires like Elon Musk severely distort the average wealth statistics. The median, which is the exact middle point of the distribution, gives us a much more accurate picture of what a typical person actually has. Let's look at how these numbers step up by age group. If you're under 35, the median net worth is about $39,000. But look at that massive, motivating jump for millennials crossing into that 35 to 44 bracket. It leaps to over $135,000. By age 45 to 54, it's nearly $247,000. You might be wondering, why does it jump so much in your 30s? Well, that is the absolute magic of compound investing, building home equity, and aggressively paying down debt. Interestingly enough, young adults under 35 actually saw the largest 3-year wealth gain on record between 2019 and 2022, mostly due to early investing and home equity. So if you are currently behind these benchmarks, please don't stress. Just use it as fuel to start building those assets right now. Section 5. The hidden wealth killers. Okay, we need to shift to a slightly more cautionary note here. I want to warn you about the invisible traps that silently destroy wealth from the inside out. Let's break down these main culprits. Student loans are a really big one. They can actually cut a person's net worth by roughly 75% compared to their debt-free peers, which is exactly why aggressively paying them down is key. Then we have car loans. Financing a new car means paying interest on an asset that loses 20% of its value the absolute second you drive it off the lot. It's a depreciating asset. And of course, there's lifestyle inflation, which we're going to tackle in just a moment. But we absolutely have to emphasize the biggest wealth killer of all. 21%. That is the typical credit card APR. Keeping a revolving balance on your credit card is actively compounding against you. Just like investments grow your wealth, a 21% interest rate is actively destroying your net worth in real time. It's honestly a financial emergency. Section 6. The roadmap to growth. All right, enough of the traps. Let's talk about exactly how you can flip the script and build real wealth starting today. We're going to walk through these specific, high-impact levers in order of importance. Number 1, pay off that high-interest debt first. Remember, paying off that 21% credit card is literally a guaranteed 21% return on your money. Nothing else in finance offers that. Number 2, build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund so you never have to go back into debt when life inevitably goes wrong. Number 3, capture every single dollar of your employer's 401k match. That is immediate, guaranteed free money. And number 4, invest consistently in broad market index funds. Every dollar you put in is a dollar of assets that will compound and grow for you over time. Before we wrap up, I want to give you a quick piece of sisterly advice. Avoid the invisible ceiling. Don't let lifestyle inflation absorb your raises. When your income goes up, your instinct might be to upgrade your car, get a nicer apartment, or buy a whole new wardrobe. Instead, try keeping your expenses relatively steady and direct that new money straight into assets. Building wealth is really about taking those pay bumps and turning them into investments rather than just funding a flashier lifestyle. I'm going to leave you with this final motivating mantra. Net worth is a direction, not a destination. What matters isn't necessarily the number you calculate today. What truly matters is the upward trend. A net worth of negative $20,000 that is moving up every month because you're aggressively paying off debt, that is an incredibly powerful position to be in. Calculate your number today, write it down, and just watch what happens when you start paying attention to the math that actually matters. So, looking at your own life right now, what is the one wealth killer you need to cut today to completely change your financial trajectory tomorrow? Think about it. If you find this explainer helpful, make sure to hit subscribe. Every single week, we sit down to break down a new money topic together that could completely change your financial future. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.